Hey, how's it going, guys? I just wanted to record a quick video for you today. Want to touch down on a whole bunch of things, actually, but I'm going to do it real fast. First, I just want to give you a quick update on brother Chuck. He is possibly going to be coming home from the hospital today. He had a surgery to put in a filter to collect blood clots. And that was good. Still just praying for a recovery from brain surgery, and just keep praying for him. And they haven't done anything with the blood clots in his lungs, so we just got to pray that God keeps them, anticipates them without any problems. So yeah, just pray for God, because he's in a Job. He's in a Job situation. So keep praying for him. Him and Julie, they really need our prayers, and we believe in the power of prayer. Hey, check it out. I snuck out of my office for just a minute to come outside because I could hear the birds from inside and see the sun, and it's amazingly warm out. I'm just kind of looking at this field. Everyone keeps asking me, like, what's going on? When are we building our pavilion? When are we coming outside for church? And so, we're really excited about doing a pavilion project. It's going a little slower than we had hoped. Praise God, we've brought in almost $15,000 already. We have a long way to go. So we really want to move that forward. If you want to give to that project, that's awesome. Go to ashfordchurch.org /pavilion, and there's a link there to give. But it's going a little slower than we wanted. So we're going to be ordering some tents right away. And we're going to be getting those tents set up in the field. We'll be going outside for outdoor church service probably the beginning of next month. And we're excited about that. So this field, before it's going to be converted into a pavilion, we'll probably be putting up some tents so that we don't lose any momentum and get things going as soon as possible. But keep giving, keep praying for that pavilion project. And, over here, we have our playground. Man, we're hoping that this summer we can put in a playground. We have one. We just need to fabricate it and install it. And we're just excited for what God has in store for us. Kind of as I look out across this field, I kind of look at it in a sense as our promised land to conquer. We just been through the book of Joshua, and we're turning into the book of Judges as we're doing our daily Bible reading plan. And we look at how Moses didn't get to go into the promised land. Joshua did and Caleb took the people into the promised land. But then after the book of Joshua is over, man, we see this crisis of leadership in the book of Judges. And we see this phrase over and over again that says the people did what was right in their own eyes. And so even though they were in a promised land, they didn't live the promise-filled life. They were captured by other nations. They were they had endless problems. And so what I want to do is think about our church, and think about us as individuals, and what promised land does God have out before us. And we're going to start a series this Sunday called Promised Land Leaders. We're going to look at the life of Joshua and Caleb, and even Rahab and some other people, and we're going to say, like, what does it take to possess the promised land that God put out in front of us? Because here's the thing, we have a crisis of leadership in the world today. Nobody wants to be a leader unless it seems that no one wants to be a leader unless they think that they're perfect, or they have some sort of ill motive or gain. So many of our leaders are corrupt and in it for the wrong purposes. And when they get power, that power corrupts them and turns them, and they just become the wrong people. So many good people don't stand up and lead because they don't believe that they're a perfect leader. They don't think that that God can use them. And so we want to just tackle that subject and say, what does it take for us to be the Joshuas and Calebs of today? Because I believe God is raising up leaders. And I think we think about that concept of leadership too narrowly. We think of only the top leader. But remember that Joshua was one of Moses' leaders all the way through. John Maxwell, who's one of the leadership gurus out there, one of the top leadership teachers in the world, also was a pastor for many years, an awesome man of God. He says this about leadership. He says, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And so often we think about leadership being position, but leadership is actually influence. And so maybe you don't have a position of leader, but how is your influence leading the world? How is your influence leading your life? Man, we need more leaders today. We need more people that will lead themselves, who will follow God not like we're seeing in the book of Judges, where everyone did what was right in their own eyes and they had a leadership crisis as people did what they wanted instead of following the way that God had laid out for them. But we need godly leaders to rise up and lead their families, lead themselves in their devotion, in their faith, that they're always taking the high road. I say there is only one road. There's one road. There's the high road. Men never take the low road. And anyhow, I'm excited about this idea because what I really am praying is that God would raise up a whole generation of leaders like Joshua and Caleb. Hey, maybe you're not at the top of your organizational chart, but you're at the top of the influence game that God has laid out for you at this time, in this place, and for this reason. And so, man, I look forward to this Sunday as we get this series going. Anyhow, God bless you guys. Again, if you want to give to the Pavilion Project, we can't wait for that to happen. ashfordchurch.org/pavilion. There's a direct link there to give a donation toward that. And in the meantime, we're going to be ordering some tents, getting them set up, and starting to take possession of our promised land and, do this good work that God has planned for us this summer. Hey, God bless you guys, and thanks for listening.